Guys, we're very online. Very online. Or is it extremely online? Oh, wait, you're muted.
Oh, no.
There it is. Sorry, I was going to say the things that people were saying on my TikTok stream, but that's not appropriate to say on stream here.
There you go. Wow. Something from one stream sure ain't appropriate for another. Welcome to Topflight, everybody. How's it going? This is our very fun, lighthearted, nothing ever goes wrong. We mainly make Ricola chicken. This is a game. It's really a, some people call it a superhero RPG. I call it a cooking tips stream. That's what I call it, and I'm wrong to call it that. My name is Philip. I'm the publisher of this game. Publisher what? Yeah, that's what we call the game master of a game set in a comic book superhero universe, because we're so fucking clever. I'm joined by most of my wonderful players. I think we will have everyone eventually tonight, but say hello, players.
Hello.
Hello, players.
I was waiting for someone.
Thank you,
Classic. Say goodnight, Gracie. Goodnight, Gracie. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff
I am,
going
and don't
on.
call me Shirley.
Oh, boy. Yeah, jokes are good. I will, as always, say to everyone that if you want a different texture, flavor of an RPG, you should check out Blood from a Stone on Friday nights, where shit gets weird and dark and evil, and in the case of last week, ends, not joking, with an orgy.
Wait, what? I missed that part?
You missed the orgy, yeah. 3 of 5 players decided to attend an orgy. I'll even just plug something from that game, which is I have constructed a clock counter for when every time they roll a natural 13, it kind of goes around, and soon when it gets to 13 all the way, something bad happens, as Dan knows because he was guest playing that week. And because of that, I've had to flip my because in Zoom it automatically mirrors video, so now I'm not mirrored anymore, and it's very disconcerting because I'm going like this and I'm going the wrong direction in the video. I hate it. All these TikTok kids, they don't get it. They don't understand. I don't know if you guys have noticed, all these TikTok videos, everyone's backwards in them. And it's because everyone thinks they look different because they're things mirrored, and then they see themselves as weird.
Did you or did you not make orgy mechanics?
We did not depict the orgy.
Okay.
It was who was choosing to attend the
We're
orgy.
keeping it PG-13.
That is not true.
That sounds
No.
inaccurate.
That
seems
they-
very inaccurate.
They listened through the door to a woman having sex and screaming the word "good divan," which is French for divine dildo.
And
So
what did I say? Like though?
I don't think it's PG-13. Is all I'm saying.
Six.
R. Rated R.
It's a hard
Not
R.
X.
No, it's not
Not-
X. Come on, that would be ridiculous.
Okay.
So that's a plug for our other game, an extended description of the non-existent orgy mechanics. Roll a perception check to see what partners are appropriate. In any case, does anybody else want to plug anything? We just lost a player there, so there we go. Plug, yeah, that was good, KJ. That was good. Yeah, this is appropriate. KJ, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you want to show off your dice tray?
Oh, well. Yeah, all right, let me put stuff back into it.
I'm
so that
sorry. I should have suggested this at a completely
It's
different
okay. It's
time.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
I'm
Just
impressed by this and the size of this.
Dump it all back.
It's nice. Dice are important. That's the main thing I've kind of, it's the main. Ooh,
Eh.
isn't that
Oh, wow.
fun? Just
Yeah.
have them all out. I'm clearly someone who loves to have them all out.
This is all of my dice except for my metal set. I have 3 metal sets, so they're not part of this. So this is just all my plastic. And they make me I have room for at least 1 or 2 more sets.
I think you could
Up
fit 3
here.
in there if you had to.
If I really wanted to,
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
But it would be like a traffic jam.
It would be, yeah.
I'm half killing time right now. I mean, we will start the game here, but just because I think we are going to have one more player joining us in a little bit. So, yes, if anyone wants to plug anything or say things, please.
I don't have anything to plug, but I have a question because this is my first experience on Twitch with a real computer. How do you get bits? How do you interact with
You buy them.
with real money?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think? Jeff wants your Monopoly money?
That's correct. Bits do cost real money, and if anyone has spent bits on this channel not really thinking it was real money, and they somehow had like the permission from their parents' account to do so, I'm gonna say sorry for that.
Phil bought Rocky Jumper. I have to buy Rocky Jumper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's about $10.
And I
But he's
don't
worth every penny.
and I don't want to say this part,
Yes.
but Susan costs 50.
But not all at once, at least. It's like a cumulative
That being said,
50.
the 10 you spent on Rocky Jumper goes towards the 50 for Susan.
That's.
I mean,
feel
it's
like
not. That's a preposterous amount of money.
I should at least get Rocky Jumper because I designed Susan.
You can for
Your-
$10.
Your logic
Ah.
almost makes sense. It would have made more sense if you said I should at least get Susan because I
I
designed
want Rocky
Susan.
Jumper more though.
Burn. Suck it, Susan. Your creator hates you. What a dark world we live in.
Sorry, Susan.
You only just now realize that, Philip?
No, I knew it the whole time. I'm just trying to act like I used
yeah,
to be optimistic.
When I take out all the dice I use for Lumen, there's a lot more space, which is why I wanted to put the dice back in before
I
I...
apologize for I should have let you know I'd be requesting that. Well, you know, I don't do prologues when we don't have an odd number of people because I need it to always come down to one person having to make a choice. Because like if you guys are deadlocked, we just roll a die. That's not interesting.
The choice is up to you.
Ah,
Do what now?
Book and Dagger in the chat.
That is true. However,
Oh.
there's a reason why I won't get into this. One of our choices were Pierce not here, I think would. I'd rather he be present for.
That's fair.
Although I guess I could pull that other one that I had that we didn't
What?
use that one time. I try not to do that. Go ahead, please.
Philip, I have a suggestion. We could do the other one as our prologue today, and then we could do the one that you don't care if Pierce misses as our prologue today, and then you could do the other one as our epilogue.
There must an epilogue. That is true. We could break that. I like there being something left on the table though. I like there being some choice. I like there being some, But that
I leave
being
my
said,
dice on the table after the game if that helps.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
so glad KJ loved that.
I'll tell you all what. We're going to do it that way. I will let you vote, and yes, Book and Dagger, why don't you vote for one of these as well? If you pick one, it will happen as a prologue. If you pick the other, it will happen as an epilogue.
Mm.
That's what we'll do.
All right.
So,
Don't fuck it up, Joe.
here are your options. You have two options to choose from, two places we could go to. Option 1. A cough drop factory in Switzerland. Option 2. A smoky back room in Alpha City.
Smoky Backroom.
Are we, just to be clear, are we voting as ourselves or as our characters?
Um,
Oh. I'm always voting as myself.
I think you usually vote as yourself. Your character,
Okay.
honestly, you are voting as yourself because your character doesn't know any
Yeah,
of the
okay.
information. So this is just
So then
you.
it would be Smoky Backroom.
Smoky. So I have 2 for Smoky Backroom. One in chat for, I believe, a
Ricola Factory.
Ricola Factory. So I have 2 votes for Smoky Room and 2 votes for the Ricola Factory. Have you not voted yet, Portals?
I kind
It's
of want to go for the smoky room,
the Smoky Room.
honestly.
Fair enough.
Great, then my vote doesn't even matter.
Around.
Then in that case, we will be having an epilogue today.
Ooh.
Very good. So, if I forget about the epilogue, please remind me. But we will have an epilogue
I'll
on
probably
today's.
do.
Writing it. I'm gonna write it on my arm.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, then in that case, let's go ahead and try to remember what the hell happened last time in this game.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. It really was about the chicken. So basically, Topflight is currently attempting to deal with an entity called Dynamo 61 I2. They have it locked away for now, but in some number of hours, it's going to be able to get out of the infernal iron that Synth Devil has bound around it. Its need for darkness, its consumption of darkness is so strong it will eventually need a new source. Otherwise, it will escape and continue causing trouble. And it is such a primordial, essential creature that even when it dies, it always respawns somewhere. And that is something that none of you want, and that is something that Baron Darkness didn't want either before his untimely demise. In order to find out about this, you have investigated old Project Dynamo sites. You have teamed up with an individual named Ocles, who seemed to also gain her powers from the Project Dynamo shady whatever the hell it was. You've spoken to old board members who were kind of shady. You've also spoken to Dr. Eric Zuserschmidt, who seemed nice, and then as kind of momentarily you spoke to a different version of him who seemed not so nice. As the multiversal variances began to sort of shimmer around you, dealing with all of these things seems to attract the attention and kind of weaken the boundaries between realities. In any event, you are leaving him with a stack of, a list of passwords that can maybe get into these kind of magically and quantumly encrypted files on the specific dynamos. Unfortunately, you were told one password to find out about I2 by him, and another password by someone else, which means it is possible that now you no longer know which password is the exact one, which is the only way these passwords function. So, but before you guys got on with all of this, you instead decided to have some fun with chicken. And what delicious fun it was. Ricola chicken, Chicola as it was called, went over very well. Everyone was very happy. Even Lumen, who at this point had only been eating light yogurts, drinking Crystal Light, and Miller Light. I don't know what else she's been having here, but yes, at this point, she enjoyed some chicken for the first time, and it was sumptuous. So now, we will be picking up basically at that moment. But I do need, let's say Teleportia roll a d20 for me.
All right. 15.
1-5. Great. So, no crazy alerts happen on the board, so what are you guys going to do? Had you rolled a couple higher, something would have happened. Would have been great.
What time?
What time is it?
What time is it right now?
We'll say it's like evening. Like it's like you guys just had a kind of
a breakfast.
Early. Fair enough. Yeah, but yeah, you guys had like kind of like an early-ish dinner of chicken, so it's maybe like 6:30.
So, do we need to do anything to prep for trying out the passwords, or is that just like something we can do immediately?
Synth Devil will say, no, we could certainly attempt entry of these most exorbitant encryptions whenever you'd like. I have the files plugged into a console here. There is certainly something unusual about these files. The encryptions do seem stronger than most.
Yeah. Synth, were you listening to into our conversations we had with people while we were going about, or are you completely in the dark as to what we did?
He probably would not have been listening in, but if you would have debriefed him, then he'll know everything.
Well, so basically, yeah. I want to make sure that we haven't told him that there were two different passwords for for the one.
Understood. I will definitely say you could have told everyone not to tell him that part.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, Synth Devil is unaware of that feature, yes.
Why are we not telling Synth that part?
Because we need him to know. We don't want him to know that we are given two potential ones. He needs to know that this is the password.
Got it. Okay.
Basically, you're handing him a sheet that says these are the passwords, without introducing the idea, but maybe one of them isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would put the first password we got. I forget what was the
For the dog.
We get what Phantom and then Charioteer.
So
Phantom,
yes,
yeah.
Phantom is the one for that.
For yeah.
So you'll tell him. You'll just sort of let him see the sheet and say it's Phantom.
Yeah.
Well, you wish me to enter this.
Let's start with that one. Yeah, that's
Very well. He kind of goes over and types in Phantom. And sure enough, the file decrypts.
Sweet.
And you do, in fact, that was a clever call there. Clever call there, Armament. Sure enough, you see this file revealing kind of basic data explaining mainly the creation of I2 and the fact that honestly, Synth is there and his science and stuff's high, so he will just explain upon looking at it. I won't make any of you guys roll for this. He kind of, oh, that is most intriguing. It would appear that this Dynamo 61 I2 is a cloned god. I would not have thought a deity subjectable to genetic engineering.
I mean, I guess if it's alive, it has some kind of base structure that can be replicated.
Fascinating. Look, yes, here, if you see, these are... Oh, this is incredibly valuable information. This is a description of the synthesizing of Ichor, or Igor, depending on what region you're from. That is, of course, the blood of the gods.
Does it say how we can permanently destroy this clone of darkness?
It does not, but give me some time to look this over. They seemed to... well, I don't know about permanently destroy, but there is a method for keeping it more contained. Oh, this would be... Oh, that is actually ingenious. This would not be difficult to mock up. I could rather easily create a dark box of this out of materials on hand and keep it in the vault.
Would that be possible to be completed before the iron breaks?
I'm gonna throw a DM hero die on that. Synth usually doesn't fight. I'll throw a D12 on top of that for my guy. It's a 7 on that. He says, "If I stop goofing around with all of you, it can be done." And he will flip out of the room. Fair enough. I'll tell you what, are any of you proficient in science?
Yes,
I am.
Lumen is.
I'm not.
Why don't both of you make a science check? Kind of, we're sort of just as if you've been looking over, his shoulder and all of this.
Ooh.
20.
I have a 25. 17 plus 8, that's 20. Yes. Sorry.
You guys certainly think that he could, like, you're following the thing they're trying to build. He's down in Top Lab, I guess is the research facility. He's down there, but like it definitely seems like he'll be able to get this built in a quick amount. He'll be able to get this built pretty quick. You definitely think it's the safest thing though would be to maybe have somebody else do one more containment on it just in case,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But like, it's not, he's for him to have been like, if I hurry, probably seems like an accurate read on his part. You also, you both definitely see that it does seem that this is all like, actually, why don't both of you also make an insight now that you're in here, kind of looking at all this material?
Yes, something in which I am highly skilled.
Is that
That's
sarcastic?
another dirty 20.
Oh, great.
Yeah, +1. So.
Oh, hey.
16.
16. In fact, then I will say that you, Armament, looking this over, you do have a sense of this one is important. Like, to the people who made it, this one was a big deal. They were clearly, like, playing around with powerful stuff. And
Are there any notes about any possible future applications of what this is, or?
yes, there is a subfolder in here that seems to be very much about the notion of synthesizing deific entities.
Ooh,
And
you're
there
on
is
to something.
your synapses are firing here. You're like, okay, we're on to something. So,
If we, I guess, based on all, is there any way that we can like cross-reference the? So when was Dynamo 61? When was this like how far in the past was this project?
this was like over 20 years ago.
So then, based on the applications that are mentioned in this folder, can we then cross-reference that with any events in the time between then and now? See if like any
Ooh.
events involving like villains or anything like that, to see if like there might be a trail of breadcrumbs.
Excellent. Go ahead and make a use computers check.
Yes, something in which I am highly skilled.
And even if it's fruitless, Lumen will continue to comb through looking for a way to destroy it.
I shall add some hero dice.
Okay. Lumen, you make it. So basically, I like the idea that you are both there and you guys are like fighting over the mouse. Lumen, go ahead and make a use computers check as well.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna add a D10 and D12.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Okay, he's bringing it.
Lumen got 6.
Armament, what do you have?
Okay. That is math. What is this? I have a +2. 28. God
Ooh.
damn.
28.
I know.
It's a very high number. At a 30, it probably would have been even more exciting. But I will say,
know.
you definitely, looking this all over, you conspicuously do not see a trail of like other. I would say with a level of confidence, 28 is a fairly confident thing. You don't think, with one major exception that killed Topflight about a week ago, you don't see anything remotely similar to this happening. Which to your mind makes you think
Someone's been
this
trying to keep things clean.
this was nice and locked down, save for one person who knew it.
Yeah.
Unless she happened to make the final through some other means. But no, this feels very close. Yeah.
Remind me, how old is Tatiana Temple, and how long ago did she become to our knowledge, did she become a baddie?
She is
Baddie.
always a baddies. She is like in her 40s, and she's been a bad guy for maybe. See, the problem with this is in my
You never
brain,
know.
it's only like 2010, So like all
Right.
my references are 10 years too long ago. Because I really want her to have been like in her like 20s in the 80s with big shoulder pads, but that actually makes her like 60. Oh boy, time is mean. Anyway, the point is, it's that like, comic book logic where everything's kind of compressed. So the point is, this happened over 20 years ago. Project Dynamo probably shut down about 15 years ago, and she came on the scene 14 years, 6 months ago.
Okay, so suspiciously soon after Project Dynamo closed down.
Exactly.
Is there anything to lead us to believe that she is another, like, creation from the project?
Very interesting.
Because obviously it's kind of like either she took the research somehow and did it herself, or maybe she was there. You know, is she in any way associated with it? And then
Make a use computers check again, I guess.
literally anything else.
Sorry.
6. Cool.
You're like basically you're just like, oh, I've been clicking the wrong button. I see. However, you have been reading a lot about Earth, so go ahead and make a history check for me too.
Okay. 14.
The maybe she got powers from this. Maybe she was a part of it. You couldn't say that. She was like a known socialite before she became a known Cleopatra of crime. In an 80s that kind of was like 1997, probably. Boy.
Did she always have money, or did she suddenly get money?
She always had money.
Okay.
She and like Helena Prescott, they were like rolling in the same stuff. Helena Prescott's a little younger than her, but yeah, like they're like in like, you know, they're in the same echelons of we'll say Alpha City. That's like the New York of this. So yeah, they were like, you know, whatever.
Alpha City is like the New York. We're in Connecticut.
I know. But,
New York is the New York of it.
but like in these conflict things, we always downplay the real city, so it's kind of like, you know. I think New York City is the New York City. So yes, that is what you learn.
Okay.
Which certainly raises many questions, but also does paint some kind of a picture. You have several other passwords here.
What are the names of the projects for the passwords are for?
You have them for Baron Darkness, Mind Game, Ockley's.
Let's absolutely look at Barons. What?
Okay. You'll look at Barons?
Yeah.
All right. The password, if you look at the sheet, is Viola.
Okay. So I will.
You enter
Yeah,
Viola?
but like it's absolutely going to be done like this.
Yeah. You see. You do it, and it works. This is a much smaller file, although it is connected to I2.
Damn it.
You see footage of a 10-year-old boy strapped
Oh,
to
now
a
I feel
table.
bad. No, I
Drugged.
close it out. I close it out. I feel terrible. That was a bad call. Not watching
Oh,
that.
Lumen, you need to see this. Puts it back on again.
I will sit and watch.
Okay. This part's interesting
Oh no.
because it features someone you've already seen.
Okay.
He's freaking out, and then this panel is wheeled out, and this woman floating in a kind of like, you know, glass cylinder, head kind of tilting, whom you all recognize as Suadella, is wheeled out, and she begins to effectively dominate the mind of this child into utter
Who is
submission. That is, you might not have been here.
Was that the issue that I was not here?
That might have been the issue with not here. That was like the mind control creature that they found down in the bottom of the abandoned Project Dynamo facility. Oh yes, you and that's right. Yes, Armament and I so forgot about this. That was when Armament and Teleportia.
We were involved in the Fellowscorp Core War.
They were in the Fellowscorp Core War, and you know, there was a lot for them to be doing in the war. How much more? It wasn't sure, and what was in store was more and more war. by the time they reached the final floor, I'm going to stop. I don't want to stop. I want to do more, but I'm going to stop. Yes, so you
And
see...
Philip, for more, I do implore.
Oh, that's fair. Through the enemy they tore. Okay, I have to shut it down. Fellas Corp Core War. Fellas Corp Core.
It's never a bore.
It was never a bore. I just imagine, like, I don't know how much of you guys like read like modern comic books, but I just feel like the Fellas Corp Core War, they were promoting it. Like every book would have these obnoxious, like you're just like reading, you're just like reading like, oh cool, like the Susan miniseries, great. And you turn the page and there's this like double fold out gate thing of like all this like artwork of the Fellas Corp. You're like, no one cares about the Fellas Corp Core War. And it's like this over issues 1 through 4, the Fellas Corp Core War. You'll be begging for more. And you're like, I can't, oh my God, you know. And of course you have to buy every issue.
Yeah.
Because they just do stuff where it's like of those books, like every time something happens, there'll just be a little box like, see this in Fellas Corp Core War, Hollywood Nights tie-in. Oh, whatever. Anyway. It's a comic book event for you. What are you going to do? So the point is, Lumen, as you're forced to watch this video, you see that the child is subdued sort of through mind control. And then another gate opens. Suadela is removed. Another gate opens, and I2 is released into the room. You hear kind of a tinny voice saying over like a speaker, "Do you understand what we want you to do?" This I2 kind of just basically like it really is it is like the kind of stuff you fight, Lumen. It is a entity purely of darkness and shadow, just kind of hovering there, but it kind of like looks towards the camera and you can see within the darkness new layers of darkness, and a grin forms and a nod, and it says, "Please limit the amount of exposure. The past 2 subjects were deceased within moments." It suffuses the body. The child tries to fight, but having been subdued both physically and mentally, those resistances, those natural survival instincts don't kick in, and he is fully suffused with darkness. The entity slides back, and the voice says, "Very good. We have new treats for you. Thank you for your cooperation, Dynamo 61. It is let out, and sort of a penumbra is forming around the child. The last thing you hear on this folder is, or this file folder, the last thing you sort of hear as this file plays is the voice sort of saying, "The DNA in this child is strong. Yep, bring in the sister."
Okay. So here's my concern now. When we all started this, it was a joke that, oh, Lumen and Baron are gonna get together because it's funny. It's like enemies and blah blah blah. And then Baron died, just promptly, bam, boom, dead. Fine, whatever.
He did die.
Gone. Now I'm super like, all I can envision.
And he looks like the Rock.
It's just a Lumen and Baron like lake house situation where I basically just fall in love with a dead man, right?
No.
Like I just.
Like Lumen and the real Baron Darkness.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Lumen, we gotta send oh my God, because there's alternate reality shit this could so happen. We could send Lumen to a reality where Baron Darkness was never like done as a child, and he was like God. Oh my God. And you know what he did? He followed his dreams to work in movies, doing the job he always wanted to do. You know what it was, right? He was
old-fashioned projectors.
No, he was a grip. He did the lights.
Oh my
He was a
God.
gaffer. All he did was light the scene.
Yeah.
He wasn't the lighting designer?
He was, actually, walking it back, that's better. He was a theatrical lighting designer. I like that more. For like Broadway plays, he was a lighting designer.
Yes.
That's better.
Oh my
Lighting
God.
designer is a better term. I love it.
Oh God, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that issue.
Oh my God.
I know.
I regret opening that file.
Yeah.
I have zero regrets.
It had to be done, Lumen.
It really
Had to
did
be
it. That
done.
was impulsive. She did it just to prove to herself that he really was evil, and he clearly wasn't. And I just okay.
Let's so what are the other ones we have? We have him. We have
Let's see
his mind
here.
game. We have
Yeah, you got mind game.
we have the fucking doll.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, should we see the doll?
No, not right now.
Yeah, just do that one casually. That's my advice. Just open that file like it ain't no thing.
I was about to say Pierce has to be here. Then he
And
goes.
sure enough, here he is.
Someone called?
Yeah, we
You
rang
see-
you on Top Mobile.
I'll make the call. Achilles is going to kind of like watch her own file and then leave. And I doubt any of you have a problem with her doing that. Her password, incidentally, antidote. But yes, you see the files for Bloodstar, for Pyramid, and then the only other ones you recognize, also some of these files are not literally those names, but like Eric Zusich sort of directed them to you. You see a few other ones that are less interesting. You know, Wee Lass is the one that was apparently for Maisie. You do see one for the Interior Man, and then the ones that Synth Devil identified as being the Gulliverite, which is a Knight Templar, as well as Elax Frostfang.
We should definitely look at those.
Sure, and those aren't as you just kind of you get some insight into their power of those guys. Hold on, I actually have this written down. Hold on, let me look this up. Should have
I've
prepared.
now I've got some coffee. Have we determined like a hierarchy? Because like we know that one of these things was very begrudgingly given to us because it just knowing about it connects us to that. Have we determined if any of these things these passwords we got are like that?
Well, the party has used numerous passwords here. They've gone ahead and plugged them in. So far, you guys haven't felt any like multiversal ripples. I don't know how
Not
much
yet.
The clever
We laid down the groundwork.
I'm
clever
curious about
thing
something
that
like-
was done by Armament was not telling Synth Devil that you guys heard another password. So he just said, "Here, Synth, open the one for this," and Synth did it, and it worked. Because Synth had never heard Chariot, only heard Phantom.
Very clever.
So that opened I2. And what you just missed was they watched Lumen opened Baron Darknesses and saw him as a 10-year-old boy being experimented on, and then felt real bad. Interestingly, Elax Frostfang was notable for already being a cryptid. Elax Frostfang started basically as a frosty bodied, almost like basically like a frost giant who came in willingly, and they grafted an eel head to nonsense. So the Gulliverite did not seem to be a willing participant. Gulliverite also seemed to be struggling when created.
Interesting.
But yes, as far as the other ones whose names are not as familiar to you,
So
Go ahead.
my raising my concern, obviously you were all fine. I didn't assume running into any of those files, but something worries me about something like files, say like the Interior Man.
and that is definitely one that you can sort of you've determined which one that is.
Like, given that the other version of the Doctor said that that's the one that he's afraid of on his plane, seems similar to our situation with Maisie on this plane. Just that level of fear or that level of concern. So I'm just curious about how many of these we want to open.
Well, we're certainly not opening the dolls right now.
Lumen is done choosing to open any.
I would like to look at Mind Game just so we can know more about her before we deal with Rumor Inc. again.
Real similar to her brothers. The difference is that it was a combination of Suadella and some other. Her powers was just Suadella kind of like giving her some like mental stuff, but that one involved a lot more just like straight up like bioengineering. That one didn't seem to have as much of the deific stuff. That being said, they did seem to inject her with a little bit of the darkness, which they called like an insurance policy, and sort of said because her brother could take it, we assume she can take a small dose herself, which was upsetting.
Yeah, well, it seems that the darknesses had a rough go of it. I don't know that anyone really. Well, seems like very few of these people were voluntary.
Bloodstar was, if you watched his. He was just...
Yeah, but it sounds like we had a few, but it sounds like by and large these people were abducted or tricked.
Did you guys watch Bloodstars?
No, not yet.
Okay, never mind then. That's fine. You're good.
So then, what are we gonna do? We have all this information, some of heroes in our world that we know, or at least know of, more that are sort of connected to us in some way. What are we doing with this information? I don't mean that like a weird. That sort of makes me sound like I want to like blackmail these people. It's really not my intention. It's more like, do we pursue questioning them?
And just to kind of because you were not here. So the main impetus for all of this was getting I2 under control, and in I2's file there was a containment device. There were the schematics for one, which Synthevil is currently kind of like racing to fabricate before his infernal iron runs out. So like it would appear, and based on checks everyone else did, it would appear your main goal, kind of the eggheads are currently working on.
Right. So my question then is, what's next? Right. We still like this is somehow the DNA of the final is in this project. Tatiana Temple seems to have been involved in both. So what do we do now, right? The fact that we don't have anything pressing at the moment means that we have to pick.
What'd you say? That you don't have anything pressing at the moment? Okay.
You said that.
Okay.
Come on.
I really gotta stop
but-
saying
I
that.
got a table. I have a table for this.
No, whoa.
Yeah, Pierce, roll a d12.
Oh no! What have you done? What have you done?
9.
Okay, that's a fun one. Because I'm gonna need a bunch of rolls in that case. Alrighty, here we go. My favorite thing in
I like to make an entrance, everyone.
So the first thing I will be needing from everyone is I need someone to roll a d20 for me.
I'll do
got
it.
it.
All
Okay,
right.
go ahead.
18.
18.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
There are 18 of them.
That's fine. Great. Cool.
Boy.
They all on there? They are. Oh, perfect. So can somebody roll a how many? Okay, perfect. tell you what, Lauren, could you just roll a d20 for me?
Oh, another 18 on a different one.
Another 18. Perfect. And then Pierce, because you're the one who did this cool thing, just go ahead and hit me with just a d20.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard for him to throw one from his apartment to yours.
That would be a natural 13.
Stupid.
So it'll be
That's-
undead, whatever it is. Oh, that'll be undead? Wait, there's separate. Yes, I can actually
I
do
don't
this.
like how excited we get.
Oh, I do.
know, this is so upsetting.
gosh.
Okay, so some alerts start going off on the board. Are we gonna say that it's straight up just here in this town? Yeah, that's easy. You guys are here to do the whatever stuff. You all actually, first things first. Everyone, please make for me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, for the love of God.
Natural 13 means it's a ghost. Remember when he just said we have nothing pressing at the moment? You guys remember that? That was cool.
That's a 23 or 22 for me.
18.
Wisdom saving throw.
What's that? Wisdom saving throw.
I got a nat 1, but that takes it to 11.
Okay.
Got 18.
18. All right.
28.
28. So anyone who is under a 21 has failed.
Fuck.
You all take 12 points of psychic damage, and at present you are frightened by the source of what you all hear to simply be an impossible roar.
No. In my mind, I was thinking this would be like a Godzilla situation. And now it seems like it's a Ghostzilla situation.
Well, to an extent.
Do the people who passed take half the damage?
You don't
No
take any of the damage from that.
Okay.
But
What's it's
So
are like alarm like things going off on like our computer screens or
some computer screens are fizzing out, and there's kind of like just alerts, and Synth Devil from down below says, I am in the process at a delicate moment. I can't check that. Can you all see what is? And if you guys kind of look at the stuff, there appears to be a disturbance outside, kind of on like the waterfront. And it appears that rising from the water, wingspan nearly 200 feet, the sky getting dark above it, is a spectral, undead, ghostly dragon.
All right, fire up the top
time
gun.
to get to work.
All right, you guys will go. I mean, Teleportia can get you there.
Yeah, but it's going to be in the air.
True.
Not all of us can fly, so having
Also
a
true.
jet might be nice.
Sure. If you guys want to take a jet, you can do that. So yeah, what is the plan?
I mean, I can probably just carry you in the air.
Can we do any scans to see where it emerged from? Like if there's a power source under it, it emerged from.
If you want to, you can take time to look into that. But you do see on the video feeds it's opening its breath and it's sending this miasma of sort of
Never mind. Get
spectral,
us there, Teleportia.
this
Go.
Get us there right
cloud
now.
just over the boardwalk, and people are like dropping and like screaming in terror as this happens.
What is it with
Yeah.
us and mist and weird air?
This I cannot tell you. It does appear to be this long line of just.
How far
like-
away is it from us right now?
Oh, it's a few miles.
Okay.
All right. Get us there, Teleportia. Let's just go.
All right.
Can Teleportia open up multiple portals in one turn?
She can now, yes.
Yes.
Can you make a separate portal for me that takes me to like a top of a nearby building since I can't fly? And I think if I'm on the ground, I won't be able to reach with my blast.
Ooh, do you want to be on top of the Ferris wheel?
No.
Oh,
That's
that's the
something more
highest.
stable.
That's the highest point near it. But
That's the
sure.
high- Sure, just something, stable. Just not
All
gonna
right.
move.
All right, let's go.
Roof.
Go to work. Armor on.
You guys go.
Roll up my sleeves.
5 of you head out. Shinobi's coming too. And perfect. Okay, so I think let's go ahead and roll the initiative. This is happening. Okay, is anybody over 20? Shinobi
22.
is. Jesus fuck. All right.
I should hope so. She's a robot ninja.
Yeah, she's sitting on a 31 today.
Jeez.
22 for Teleportia.
Flip that for me.
All right, you have a 13.
Yeah, natural 13 with the same die, so I know which die to never roll again if I ever show
Next
up on
time you're
another
on.
show.
Yeah.
Lumina's 14.
I have 14 as well.
Who has higher dex between you two?
I have 3.
I have 2.
Okay. So Lumen, then V, and armament. What are you at?
12.
Man, you guys are effing clustered.
You know,
Yes.
Wow.
It's the coordinated assault, Philip.
I get it. No, it's appropriate, and God, it's right in there with you guys. It's obnoxious. I hate when the monsters just right in there. But this is fun because I saw the stat block for this one. I was like, this will be fun. I'm gonna kick it up a little bit. I got some ideas, and I really do. And then one last roll for perfect. Okay, so So Shinobi will kind of like prep to just leap through whatever portal you create. Teleportia, you are up.
oh, you're muted.
Yeah. Let me do a warp beam then.
Okay, so you'll make your portal with a bonus action, and
Yeah.
step through, and you see it there, and you're gonna hit it with a warp beam. Go for it.
All right. Oh god, that totally missed the box. Wow. That is a theme.
It is what?
A 13.
13.
Oh come
A
on.
13 does not hit. Sadly, kind of just
Okay.
shines right past it. In response to you doing this ghostly creature sort of like sees you, kind of like emerging down there and firing something at it, and looks, and just kind of, as a legendary action, is suddenly directly over you. Like,
Oh come on.
like looking down, preparing to attack. Lumen, there is another portal that has been set up for you. It's like Teleportia went through one, and you could go into a different one.
Yeah.
That is set up for you on top of a building.
Building better be close enough. Yeah, I'll go through the one for me.
Perfect. You step through a building, you look down, and you just see this massive ghost dragon on top of Teleportia.
How far am I from it?
We'll say you're about non-Euclidean. We'll say you're like 120 feet from it.
Perfect. I Valo Blast.
There you go. Sometimes I try. Go for it. Make your shot.
Okay, so that is a 24
That will hit.
to hit. Okay. 3d10. Where are you? You're here. Okay, so 4, 11 plus 2, 14 plus 6, so 20.
20. Nice. All right. So yeah, you just kind of you arrive on this thing. You summon this just absolute beam of light, which slams into the back of this again massive ghost dragon, which seems to very much react to that. It kind of like glances up at you. But anything else on your turn? You still have some movement left.
I'll just back up a bit.
Yeah, you're just kind of like backing up in the thing.
it doesn't look like it did like double damage or anything like
It
that?
did not do double damage.
Okay.
End of your turn, though, it's going to use another legendary action to just bite the first target it has come to, although now it wishes it had traveled to you. A bite against you is a 22 to hit. What is your armor class, Teleportia?
15.
Beautiful. So you feel spectral jaws of pure
beautiful.
force damage wrapping around you. It deals you. Oh, I really want this thing to crit because 9d6. I'm
Why
sorry, I
would
need
you
3
do
more.
this?
Jesus.
So yeah, I need a crit with this guy for sure. So that's 10, 20,
This is how I die.
35 points of damage. Of force damage as it just
Alright.
bites into you really intensely and kind of just is howling. Okay. That is Lumen's go.
Half of my life.
V, you are up.
I would like to split. So there's a total of 4 formations in V.
Okay, so 5 in all. Great.
Yes. Flying into attack with Eldritch Blast.
So you guys fly through up in the air and start peppering this thing with Eldritch Blast. Go for it.
5. Okay, so 14.
Miss.
21.
Hit. So 1 hit, 1 miss.
9.
Miss. 2 misses.
19. What's 7 plus 8? This one hits.
Okay.
7 plus 18.
That would hit.
Okay. 14. 21.
Hits. So 3 hit. So roll 3 d10 and add your modifier 3 times as you pepper this thing with these eldritch blasts of pure force energy.
Okay. 10, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 9.
Okay. 14
I'm
plus 9.
terrible at math.
No, it's good. It's 23. So there you go. You guys have done a bit of damage to this old creature. Anything else on your turn? You flew out and you all shot.
I will retreat as far back as I can.
So you guys kind of
Or
fly up, and
almost.
you don't have too much room. You guys are up in the air. It actually, you have not seen this thing can kind of teleport. So sometimes it doesn't matter how far away from you get, but very good.
We're trying.
That
That's
ends
fun.
your turn. Findon. You've seen the rest of them, and you're kind of doing that thing where you're like while running, you already see a few things happening like on the TV screens. Then you can jump through, and you'll be right there in the fight.
Yeah. So I'm jumping through.
I'm sorry,
How?
though. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Did you fly through the same portal that Teleportia went through, V, or did you go through the portal that Lumen went through?
That Lumen went through.
Understood. So you were up in the air and just fly. Fair enough. Cool. Findon, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going through the one. Teleportia went through the one that I believe is ground level.
Sure.
How high up is the dragon?
It's currently you'll have to do a bit of a hop, but it's within 5 feet because it's currently got its spectral jaws
that's easy.
wrapped
Okay.
around.
Okay, that's easy.
Teleport.
And I'm just going to kind of run and just try to jump and do a diving punch at our dragon.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Meridian punch.
Meridian
Yeah,
punch!
a meridian punch, as it were.
Love it.
All right, so first attack is terrible, 17.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Oh, for a 17 to be terrible. Am I right, everyone?
Second attack is that's better. 29.
It is better enough to hit it, in fact, yes.
Okay. I'll roll some. All right. 11, 12, 13, 17, 20, 24 points of damage from that punch.
You don't think your punch is doing as much as your punch should do.
Oh no, it's the first time. All right.
You feel that this
The
has
magic
happened.
of my fists is not enough.
You feel like this has happened like maybe one other time, I think actually pre-stream, like occasionally, like sometimes ghosts seem to have it, but sometimes they don't. And I actually would like for you, in response to that,
Sure.
I'm gonna have you make a free, did I give you, make a Magic Arcana check, just for free, as you punch it and it doesn't pass through.
Okay. 10.
You're like, dang, that's too bad.
Yeah. The last time I fought a ghost, I threw its boars at it, so
So
that worked out fine.
it
I
sort
think
of-
I will spend my D8.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So I'll spend my hero dice D8 to take an extra action. I don't roll an 8, so nothing about that matters, but I will attempt to punch it 2 more times.
Love it. When in doubt, punch it 2 more times.
22.
Hits.
Okay. Yeah. 11, 19. So 26 points of damage on that one.
Again, seeming to not do as much as
Yeah.
you'd hope.
And a natural 20.
Ooh.
So I will spend my D12 at this point, which is a 5. So I will roll 10 D8.
Nice.
Stand by, everyone. Sorry. 12. 35, 31. 2 more. So, 48 points of damage from
Nice.
that punch.
You have its attention, if that was your goal.
We'll say it was.
Okay. Anything
Uh,
else?
No, I think we'll do with that.
So it also had a 13, and I gave priority to the player, so it is going to go now. Taking these punches from you, it is going to rear back. Oh, but come on, I can do it.
No. Come on. No recharge.
6.
No, 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 no.
Recharge the breath weapon it just used, my friends. It is going to rear back, kind of like looking at you and looking at Teleportia just there. And though there's many other people, you see its breath is like it's like just like focusing, and you are both blasted with this poisonous cloud.
Oh, son
Can I-
of
And
a...
Findon,
Can I-
this is dragon poison.
Yeah, that's real. I was really hoping this wasn't poison.
So if both of you would please, I probably should have mentioned there's a greenish tint to it.
Fine.
But yes,
Wouldn't have changed anything.
yeah,
I
I
did.
understand.
Wouldn't have changed
Go ahead.
anything I did.
Yes, Teleportia.
Like, as a retaliation, can I just, like, do a portal underneath us to try to keep that?
Unfortunately, you
Like,
cannot do them as reactions. No, yes, it's there. So I need both of you in response to this to make.
this is how I die.
Why is
I
it?
know what your next
I see
level
why.
up bonus is.
I know.
That feels. I get why that would be the way. I think usually line effect. We'll have it be a Constitution save. I assume that's better for you, right, Findon?
It definitely is.
Yeah. Let's just have it be a con save. It's poison.
Cool.
That's fine.
I'm gonna spend my D4 on this.
Sure.
Same.
They do not. I get advantage, but I do not get it back. Okay. I'm gonna add my D10 on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Two tens that time. Oh.
That's gonna be a 28.
28 will
27.
pass.
I
should
got
save
it.
that D10. I should save that D10.
I got a 20.
24?
Yeah.
Okay, you pass. You both pass. I rolled so high on this. I rolled well above average of the 15d10.
Okay.
So you both take 96 points of poison damage reduced by half because you made the save, except Findon, yours is not, because you are
Yeah,
vulnerable
that's
to
right.
this time. So that's 96 points of the poison. For you, Teleportia, it is
Instant
that be?
unconscious.
45. So it's you take 48 points. How many hit points do you have right now?
35.
Okay. Would you like to use your D6 to immediately regain some hit points?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Good thing we didn't have any pressing issues,
So-
so we could take the dragon.
So first of all, roll your D6.
Out of 4.
Okay. So roll. I guess what is it? 3d8, 2d8. I never have this as handy as I should.
It's 2d6, right? Or heal 2d8, right?
2d8. So roll 2d8, and add your Constitution modifier to
Okay.
it. And you're up on your feet with that much, like not even down, but just having got
Okay.
blasted in the face.
I got
does any-
8.
8. Okay. Well, you have 8 hit points. That's good. Go ahead. What's your question?
Does anything else happen to me?
Oh, no, you are not enfeebled by this. You're just very, like, you just can feel it
Okay.
hitting hard. And you also know that, like, had you, like, gone down, like...
Yeah, it's very bad.
It's very bad.
This is what I've been afraid of.
It hit you. You also have a suspicion that, like, you look at your hands and you're like, oh, so it doesn't work on dragons? Like, come on, Beowulf. It's that the
that's-
vibe. Because that's what killed him. All right, so
Well,
remember when you rolled a 13 and I was like, oh, cool, because what I got to was a green dragon, and I was like, it was like an ancient green dragon. I was like, oh, that's great. And when you said natural 13, I said, oh yeah, let's just make it undead. That sounds perfect. And then I was like, I'll just use the undead dragon from the thing, but make it green. This is just the best news that's ever happened. Anyway, that ends the green dragon's the ghost dragon's turn. Armament, you sir are up.
All right, I'm going through our flyers portal.
Okay, Flyers portal.
Question. So then I have. Is there like so? Is it like in the air or is it like near a roof or what's the deal?
No, right now it's on the ground. Or actually, it would have. It didn't. It wouldn't have flown up to like provoke op attack. So it's like
No. I mean the portal. Like when I come out of the.
Oh no, it's like on a rooftop. So if you stepped out, you'd be on the roof, or you could like fly up.
Okay, I'm gonna step out.
Okay.
I would like to
I know what he's doing. This is
go
great.
big boom.
Right.
I'm gonna use and I want to use like the edge of the rooftop to like rest it on like
Okay.
yeah like you know
Sure.
just to take aim.
Yeah.
And I mean I assume I'm within 400 feet of this thing. Which
Oh,
is
you
the
are.
short increment of this.
You are. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and hit it with a big cannon.
All right.
That is going to be a 22 to hit.
I'm going to tell you before you make any decisions that I'm giving it a bit of like I'm kind of giving it like half cover because of the awkwardness of you're trying to just aim. Like you're not having to make a strength check to hold it, but it's getting a minor boost to its AC. Would you like to let the 22 stand? These hero dice are precious, obviously.
I will.
I'm not a good person. I'm mean.
I will use my d6.
Okay. That's not a worthwhile one when this thing does so much damage. Don't even worry about it.
I rolled a 1 on that, so it's 23.
No.
I'm a dick. The 22 would have hit. Yes,
God.
you do hit.
No,
So
I
go ahead and
I
roll.
Two
wasn't paying
hits.
attention. All right, great. But that's okay. I
Well,
guess I'm gonna roll
so
60 times.
what? Yes, a 22
22 is
hits,
the-
but its armor
that's the
class is
lowest.
slightly
Oh, right.
higher right now.
Gotcha.
But-
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so on that first one, that's 11, 18, 28, 31, 37 points of light damage on the first hit.
37 points of light damage. That all seems to go through.
Great.
And in fact, the nice thing about the light damage in the dragon is, fun fact, lasers don't go through ghosts. Apparently, that's what we just learned. You don't you don't blast a hole in the boardwalk. It absorbs that. So 37, nice.
I'm going to shoot it again with my second attack.
Go for it.
Okay, that's 26 to hit, so I don't need any dick trying to get me to spend my precious resources
But
right
it's
now.
just funny when you do. Like, you gave up the thing that heals you. What if it blasts you in a second?
Wow, I'm gonna okay. Well, that's 3 ones on that, so that's cool. That's 12. That's plus 25, so that's a total of 31 points of that one.
Nice.
After that, I'm going to spend my D8.
Okay.
So let's see if that's not an 8, so I just get the extra protection. Let's fire off 2 more of our turbo lasers.
All right. Please roll a nat 1. It would be so good.
That's not a nat. That was a 2. That was not a nat 1, so that one will miss.
So you do with that one take a chunk out of Boardwalk.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Again, we could top flight insurance would cover that. Top coverage.
Top coverage, yeah.
All right, and then last here.
Top coverage.
Okay, yeah, that's 27 to hit.
That hits. Oh, top coverage. I love it.
God damn it! I spent my D12 already. I was going to upgrade these D12s.
Yeah.
We have an ice cream place that's just called Toppings.
Toppings!
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
But
It's the gay club.
Yeah. 25.
Oh my god.
Plus 12 is 37. That's 43 points on that last one.
That was a good turn. You did some stuff
take
there.
I'll take it.
In response, it's going to use legendary action to teleport away from Teleportia and Findon, and come
you.
right onto the roof with you and Lumen,
Great.
Oh.
preparing to bite you. Armament.
Do it. Bring it.
All right. Next turn. I don't have everybody's sheets up. So most of you have a passive perception of 14, and Armament has 18.
I have 22.
You have 20. Oh yeah, you're 3. Then you, in spite of this, notice one figure down on the ground. Kind of a guy in like a bomber jacket, like jeans. He's holding a giant book, and he has this like curved blade that's like, even from this distance, kind of, you're just looking down, he seems to have like dragon materials on it. And you see this one guy closing a book and just very carefully like moving away, but still watching this. And he
Can I yell something quickly?
Sure.
I'm gonna with my arm that's not currently ensconced in this massive cannon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point at him and yell, Findon, Shinobi, him. Point at him.
Get him.
all right.
Boys.
And this person
This
is
is
going to attempt
why.
to cast a spell.
When you find a book covered in flesh, you don't read it.
So you guys point that out. This person, at the end of this person's turn, the dragon is going to try to bite you, Armament.
Bring it.
All right. Makes a bite attack, plus 10 to hit. You know what? I'm going to spend his D4 to get advantage on this. He does not get it back, but he will get it on this strike. Well, wouldn't you know it?
No.
Sometimes 20s are created as an abomination, but other times they're natural.
Oh.
So you, my friend, are about to be hit with 18 d6.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's not like I don't have my hero D6 or anything.
Yeah, but
But also, gonna be a lot easier to hit it with his gun at this close range.
Very fair point. Although the gun is pointing off the building and it is on the building.
Well, I'll swing it around.
It's kind of biting you in the back. Okay.
What I'll do is I'm not even gonna move the gun. I'm just gonna flip around and fly. So I'm just like flying off the edge of the building.
can you dismiss and summon in the same turn?
So I can shift in the same turn.
Buddy. 64 points of force damage.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I was just wondering if you could just unsummon it and then shove it into its mouth.
Jeez.
And then once your fist is in the mouth, bring the cannon out.
I guess that's
And
the
then
question,
go
Philip.
eat
Could I
this.
if I have it on one arm, could I then reach out with my other arm and have it go slurp across?
I
the
do
other
think that is like a summon. Like that's like
arm? That's
a.
my bonus action though.
Oh yeah, then you could attempt
Did I-
it. Yeah.
No.
Now you'd be in a tough situation there because like you'd be trying to one arm this thing, but you could try it for sure. Oh, also yeah, as we said, your boots and kind of like the back of you, like a bunch of everything's kind of currently involved in this. Okay, so Shinobi, in her levitation suit, she'll just come on over to this guy and take 3 strikes with her Daison Chi weapon. So I'll just do those quick, and I'm just going to do average damage for her. Hit, hit, and hit. The last one, what's the shenanigans of this? You notice, Armament, this is the first time you've ever seen... Oh, wait! She doesn't have that weapon. Just kidding. That's on the real one. So instead, she just hits it with a ninja sword and does a respectable 21 plus... she does a respectable, like, 60 points of damage. Although, that is not a magic sword, so that's all very much halved. Cool. All right. That is the end of her turn. Teleportia, you are up.
I'm afraid to do anything right now.
So you're on the ground, and it like blasted you, and you just like through your heroism kind of hung on, and then you hear Armament like shouting to Shinobi and pointing to some person down on the ground. You can see this thing is about 120 feet above you, up on the top of the building. Currently biting Armament. And Lumen is just like, scoot away.
I'll probably do another portal to go over to the person that was being pointed at.
Okay.
And I'll go through that portal.
Okay.
And try to talk to them.
Okay.
Going like,
Call him a bitch.
like
you step through the portal about like 50 feet away, maybe 60 feet, kind of like behind like a funnel cake stand. And there's a person there.
Alright.
And it's a guy, and he's got a bomber jacket on, and he's holding this book. He looks kind of like maybe like 50 or so. He's got kind of like a scar on his face, and he's holding this knife. And he's got like a book out, and like the book, he's got like his finger in it. And you can see, what is your modifier for Magic Arcana? Teleportia.
1.
You're like, this guy seems weird, with your passive Arcana. Odd guy. So what do you say to him?
Hey, do you have any reason? Like, are you part of this?
No. I'm just trying to take cover. I'm very scared. Oh my God, dragon! What the hell?
Oh, do you mean to take you to safekeeping? I can
Like
I
away
can bring
from
you somewhere safe.
away from here. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, superhero. Please. Yes.
Can I do my insight
Sure.
check
Make
on
an insight
him?
check on him. Now, this person technically does have a non-zero modifier for this, but I don't remember exactly what it is.
Portia, if you believe him, we're gonna have to do some like training classes or something about what to do with civilians that are clearly sketchy as fuck.
Have to put you on a bunch of Tinder dates.
What do you roll? You know what? I'm using a DM. I'm using a DM hero point on this.
Why?
Just because it's funny too. I'm gonna throw my DM D6 on this because this person actually rolled decently. I haven't heard what you rolled. I have rolled an 18. What did you roll?
I too have rolled an 18.
Status quo is maintained. Whatever degree of suspicion you have it, but you do not actually detect deception. You have to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. It's like maybe he's just scared. You're not gonna leave like a baby with him, but you're like, I don't know about this. No, I guess he's not lying. Puts dagger behind back.
Could not have been me that stabbed Caesar.
Exactly. Great, Teleportia. Anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna be close, but not that close to the guy.
Yeah. You're like there to like punch him if he runs or does anything bad. Gotcha, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll kind of, if you're not taking an action, I'll even let you like prepare an action to just kind of like, you can kind of like grapple him or reach for him if he tries to do anything. You know, you can sort of do that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right, great.
At the
Lumen.
end of her turn, I'd love to spend my d20.
Oh, I think that's a great time to do it.
That is not a 20, sadly. The day one of us rolls a 20 on that is going to be a beautiful.
Well,
beautiful
the day
time.
one of you does it at the
Beautiful day.
top of combat.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
huge combat starting, and like before it begins, you go, yeah, I'm rolling my hero d20, and you go first, and you roll a 20, so you're getting 2 full things every round. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I just swing this gun around and shoot the dragon?
Okay, you're gonna
Or, like-
bonus action try to swing it around and shoot it.
Well, I mean, I guess so. How am I currently being bitten and restrained, or just bite me and let go?
It's because it's like non-corporeal, you're not restrained by this force. It can cast Wall of Force, but it hasn't. So yes, if you just want to move the gun over, you can do that. And you can kind of try to be doing it. You'll make your standard like athletics check to kind of, or was it a strength saving throw? What did we do?
I don't remember. The modifier would be the same for me either way.
Cool, then make that.
I mean, I guess I'll turn. I mean, so then what are my options? Because again, shifting it to the other hand to be in the dragon's mouth would be a lot cooler.
I'm gonna tell you what. We'll say it's this for flavor's sake. Let's say you do that if you're going to try this. Go ahead.
Great.
You bonus action, shift it up into the dragon's mouth. Go ahead and take your shot. But first, make your athletics check.
Fuck. That is an 8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
You're falling off this building, my friend.
That's a 21.
Okay. So, you are
Nice,
like,
that's
that's it. You kind of like, like it's like full anime, whatever. Not since like all these like cubes like shifting around the body, straining. Now this arm's completely bare, and you've got all these like wounds from the force, and it kind of you're pointing it right in its face, and then right at the last second, you blow up the roof under you and Lumen. So I need you and Lumen to make dexterity saving throws.
What?
That I can do.
What did I do?
Well, I don't know. I can do that. That's 14.
Okay.
I got a 17. I feel like I should roll a hero die. I just don't know which one. I guess a d6.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything came crashing down. Okay. What did I say I had?
17.
I have 20 now.
A 20. So with a 20, Lumen kind of just like jumps up onto like just jumps back a few feet as part of the roof crumbles below. You're kind of like holding on to something. Different story for old Armament, who does in fact fall down through the roof a bit. I need you to get rid of that other one though that's there, Lauren. Or maybe I can.
I don't know how that happened. It's literally shut down. Hold on. I will work on it. Continue.
You're fine. It'll be there we
B is like actually B.
go. There were multiple. Oh my god, there were 2 B's. Okay, so Lumen, you're just up there. Armament, you fall. Now you can fly. So
Can
this
I
is,
right myself before I hit the ground?
oh
yeah,
sure.
like a
Make an
fly- I can
acrobatics
fly.
check. Yeah, it's like kind of a flying check. Sure.
That's a 13.
13. So I will say, yeah, you don't take any damage as you fall like 1 or 2 stories down and manage to like right yourself. But now the cannon is like just laying like fully to the side. So for you to lift it up and shoot at this thing that's directly above where you're hovering is going to require a very high athletics check to shoot the cannon directly up through the building at the dragon.
I mean, okay, Philip, I have a +1 to my athletics. Is it possible for me to make this? I only have the only hero die I have left is my D4.
What is your strength score?
13.
Probably not. You know what? Do it anyway. Go for broke. Give it a shot. What the hell? You know what? Let's say, even though it doesn't make sense in this instance, just as this is like you, because you've used all your hero die. If you hit a 20, if you get to 20, I'm gonna say that you'll just get it enough to at least be able to shoot at it. I'm gonna give it. It's gonna have half cover again because of wobbliness, but yeah.
I'm gonna spend my hero D4 to get advantage on this strength athletics check.
Okay, so you need a 19 or a 20 here.
20.
That is not a 4, so I do not get it back, but I do have advantage.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, babies, let's do it. Come on. Show daddy some love. Haha! 19! So 20 overall.
So you manage to aim it. So you are shooting, and it does have a little bit of an up. As a +2 to its AC right now, but go ahead and take the shot.
Okay. Okay, that's a 25 to hit.
25 hits. In spite of the wobbliness, it comes out at an angle, and Lumen, you're like hanging onto some rubble, and this blast comes really close. Although actually, because you're made of light, so you'd be fine.
You would have loved it.
So yeah, it's like a bath for you. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage on this.
Does she heal?
Oh, I don't know if she's quite that level. There is a certain monsters in D&D are so immune to certain things that actually do, like there's monsters where they're so immune to fire they heal by fire, but I don't think Lumen's quite there with light.
Give me a minute.
That is a total of 43 points again.
43 points of damage.
Yeah.
To be a dick, I'm gonna roll its monster D6.
But you already were a dick.
But why? I know.
To let it remain alive a little longer.
Philip's just continuing his course of action.
Yes.
I don't like that.
But it is what are its die? Okay. It has con modifier. Okay. You have reduced it to 0, but it is hanging on with some kind of like it's managing to heal itself in that moment to try to stay together. It has a little bit left, but that is your turn as you manage to do that. And I will say then you're like holding it up and just like, and you kind of like fall another 5 feet through the ruined building before you get yourself. Lumen, it is your turn.
So now that we're all not where we were a minute ago, where the
Not even 6 seconds ago.
So basically, yes, you were up on a roof just like trying to snipe. Armament joined you. He sniped too big. The monster came up here. Armament accidentally blew up the roof and fell down. You hung up on a thing. Then you saw Armament shoot up from the roof, so even more of the roof's missing, and you're just up there like, guys.
But the dragon's still up there with you.
But the dragon is still there.
Is anyone 60 feet within it besides me?
60 feet of you?
No, just within the creature. Within the dragon.
Oh, do it.
No one else would be. No, because
okay,
V
Storm
is
of the
flying
19 Virtues.
Yeah. Okay, what does it roll for this?
What is this?
As an action, you may unleash a storm of light. Choose a space within 300 feet. You can see all creatures within a 60-foot radius of that spot must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
No.
I roll very low. I roll a 15.
Wow.
Yeah, you had to do an 18, so take that.
So go ahead and roll your damage. It is, however, going to use a legendary resistance to.
It is going to do no such fucking thing.
It has to survive. It was summoned here
it doesn't.
for a reason.
Oh my god. Teleportia, you need to punch that guy with the book straight in the fucking jaw. But if it failed, it also
it's gonna take half. Yeah.
He also was blinded, right? Because he didn't make the save.
Well, no, he's using his thing to succeed on it.
Oh, you good piece of shit.
But
all right,
I'm a nice person in other ways.
Are you?
Speaking of other ways, I use Apple Maps instead of Waze now. Dan, that was mainly for you.
I liked it, but then I'm just thinking of the Lazy Sunday.
So
I prefer MapQuest. That's a good one too.
Google Maps
38.
The best. True that.
Double true. 38. So it does half of that. 38 would have polished it off, but because you're doing half.
And there's no modifier, right?
Nah, not for that. It's just, and that would have done that also fried the air and the thing. And there's anyone even looking up there, it's kind of like spots of light. But you do that. That is your action. Do you want to do anything else? I will mention some of the other members of the team have like, you know, bonus act or have rolled a d8
Have
and
like
taken
no
another
hit
action.
points.
This thing looks really wispy.
Yeah,
And
I
it's-
might do that. The only question I have now is like, I'm so far from everybody though, because I'm stuck on a pole.
Oh my god, I spent many years stuck on a pole. Then I found Jesus and I left the strip club.
Yeah, so it's looking real bad.
It looks so bad. Like it also like it doesn't even look bad. It looks like tacky. Like you can see it's like roots. I don't know how girls insult each other. It all seems mean to me.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend a d8 for another action.
Cool.
A 4.
So you can take another action.
Okay, I will Volo Blast.
Wonderful.
What's the die that ups the damage dice?
The D12.
I'm spending that.
Wonderful. So make your attack roll
That's
first.
a 12. I got a 12.
Oh, okay. Then this is going to be bad if it hits. So go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Where'd you go? There'd you go. Nat 20.
Oh
So,
my
Lumen.
god.
Please roll 6 D20s.
God, D20s. Okay.
Because she
let me grab-
rolled a 12, so she's going from D10s
my
to D12s.
god.
So
3,
basically,
4,
you guys, everyone from down there sees a
5,
big blast
6.
of light, and the thing is
And then
like
a bigger-
staggering, and then you just see like an arrow of light of like pure white light as big as the laser beam. Actually, what does the laser beam do?
60-10.
Oh yeah, twice as big as the laser beam.
My gosh.
48.
48. I
Love
have
those
no-
high variance rolls.
I have no other tricks to use for this creature. And it explodes in a burst of light. Findon just down to the ground. You kind of did your punches, but then you were like, oh boy.
Yeah.
There we go. However,
will
technically...
speak.
Yeah, go ahead, Lumen.
She will speak into our comms. Can someone please get me down from here now?
We'll fly to get Lumen.
Or are we out of initiative?
We are not.
Yeah. I'm
No.
actually at
I
the
just
end of
want
Lumen.
it to be known I'm stuck up here.
At the end of Lumen's
I
turn,
think-
yes, go ahead. Findon, are you D20ing?
They're
Yeah.
still like up in the air, just a little in the distance, so she will go.
Yeah. V was just up there like, pachoo, 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 pachoo. This seems normal. Then, dragon breath bites, nonsense. Half the building's exploding, bursts of light, and you're like, yeah, sure, I'll pick you up. Okay. The dragon's gone. Yes, Findon, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the D20 to take an extra turn right now. It's not a 20, so just this one. I'm gonna run up to this guy,
Mhm.
and the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna punch him.
Okay. Are you pulling your punch here?
No.
Okay. go
No.
ahead.
And
The
that's
guy
how
yeet.
Findon killed a civilian.
The 26 to hit.
Hits.
Are we out of initiative?
No.
No.
No, because of this cultist.
A lot. 24.
Okay.
Oh.
You punch him. He flies against the wall behind you. Spine breaks and he drops dead.
Oh,
Did he drop the book?
Mhm.
Here or there?
It's there. The book fell. The knife fell.
All right. I'm gonna go collect those
Okay. You
with
collect
my
those.
movement.
Sure. Okay. Armament, it is your turn. I guess we're out of initiative, but Armament, go ahead and do what you're doing.
I'm gonna reconvene the cannon so that I have my full armor about me, and I'm gonna immediately fly down to the guy and just check and confirm status.
Dead.
even though his spine is like through his stomach.
He's like his back is broken. He was also, I mean,
Yeah.
you would have like punched him
Well, like
technically,
concussive trauma from like hitting a wall.
it's like head broke, and like the wall is like dented and stuff as well. And Findon just picked up the book and stuff.
Armament, is this a moment where we should be reviving a person? Or is this a moment where we should not be? Because the line seems to have blurred when we revived the man in prison.
Shinobi Red is flying down at this point too.
We cannot. Okay.
Well, Lumen can.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I forget that.
Don't you have Revivify?
I do have Revivify.
Would that heal his broken spine and cracked skull?
Or just fine.
He will be in like
Gargle
like 1 hit point and like will need immediate surgery and stuff. But she can magically bring him back to life. Yes.
Wow, it's not like I'm a trauma doctor.
That's true. You guys can do that. Shinobi Red, however, is going to land and just look at you, Findon, and in a voice that is what have you done? Why did you use lethal force? Who is this person? What has he done?
I didn't realize this person wasn't supernatural.
Though there's a book and a dragon and a knife on the ground, he also is just like a dude in jeans and a jacket.
Yeah, she
so
also
there's a sense of like Shinobi Red is like looking like very intensely at you. And now she starts looking around.
He was controlling the dragon somehow. He might have brought it forth or conjured it. I don't know.
So Lumen, you've gotten down there. You can go. Like you have been carried down. You're passing a minute though. Like it's getting nearly.
Yeah. I will revivify him.
Okay, so go ahead and make. You don't have to make a check to do that. Actually, you just expend the spell slot. And but Armament, you would need to make a medicine check for like the immediate stabilizing. And you'll have to like call an ambulance and stuff. Go ahead and make a medicine check though. He had 9 hit points. He's just a cultist.
18.
Didn't Shinobi hit him with her sword 3 times?
No, she hit the dragon.
Dragon.
Oh. I just thought that I've forgotten from when you yelled out Shinobi and my name go over there.
Oh, gotcha. No,
I rewrote that in my brain.
Sorry. Would that have changed what you did?
That's my fault. No, probably not.
Shinobi was like, take out the dragon.
I understand that. I understand.
Yeah. Sorry if that was unclear.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I confused myself.
18 on the medicine check.
18 on the medicine check. I'll say that with an 18, like the guy's unconscious. He's in very bad shape. But if you guys like call an ambulance, he will probably.
We could Teleportia drop him into a bed at Top Care.
Is
that
the
care?
right
Sure,
thing?
you could actually do that.
Okay. Yeah,
How
I'll
about
do that.
gently place the very broken man on the bed? Is that
If you guys
enough?
would rather do that, you could make
yeah.
the portal like. I mean, you could make the portal directly on the.
Like,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're kind of doing like the hula hoop up kind of thing of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Okay,
No,
he's
no.
in a bed in Top Care. What are the rest of you doing?
I have since reconvened, just so we know there's no random formation.
Someone should take a look at that book. Figure out what the hell that
I'm
was.
gonna hand this book to Lumen. I'm
Okay.
gonna look at the dagger for a second. I'm gonna hand the book to you. What do you know about this?
Lumen, make an magic arcana check. Meanwhile, Shinobi Red is going over to like just various civilians who are all passed out, and she will mention that they all seem to be paralyzed, as far as she can tell.
I have a 23. I will roll another hero die just for shits and giggles.
Can I tell if that's like this seems like something they'll wear off eventually?
It does seem like that, yes.
Okay.
No check needed, and she's kind of like people are even rousing as she slaps him a little bit.
I got a 10 on a D10.
Whoa.
So that's, what did I say? 23. So 33.
33. So you look it over, and it's like, this is some textbook how to summon dragons. You notice in the book there's a way to summon dragons. Specifically, like there's a chapter with a little post-it on it about like summoning like dead dragons, and there's like a list on like notebook paper that's folded up in there just of names of dragons, and you see one has been circled. That dragon's name is Sparacoso. And it's like it has like, you know, like underneath it in like small handwriting, it's like the green something, it's kind of smudged. And you get the impression that this is a person who like believed in like dragons should take over the earth and decided to summon a dragon and was way too successful.
Way too successful.
Yes.
Looking at the dagger that they had, that sort of was ornate. Given sort of things I would know in a very specific area of history and such, does this ring any bells for me?
Excellent. Go ahead and you can make a Magic Arcana check with advantage.
Okay. $17.
This dagger, it just seems like dragon weirdos like it. The book, nothing major. That list of names contains a couple that are more familiar. They were not circled or chosen or anything, but like this person got somehow real dragon names, and one of the names on there is, one or two of the names on there are ones you're familiar with.
And are the names in the book, or are they written in?
No, it's like, the book is just about, like, if you wish to summon a dragon, do this, and they'll come from the dragon thing. If you wish to summon a dead dragon, do this much harder incantation. And then there's a list of just, like, some dragon names on notebook paper, kind of, like, folded up inside.
Gotcha.
Do you recognize one of those names?
What name?
Did we say the name? I feel like we talked about this a while back. I don't remember if we ever... One of them is the name. I don't remember the name of the dragon from Beowulf, and I feel like it's in the notes. I wasn't ready for this today, so I'll have to pull that.
But it's the dragon from Beowulf.
One of the dragons listed as like dead, from the same list that this guy probably summoned, this Saracoso, is the one.
Yeah. Well,
I would like to approach Findon and ask, so was that guy magical or just some regular dude that you just about killed?
Well, this evil person who summoned a dragon that nearly murdered all these people in the city appears to have not been magical, or not to be a truly powerful practitioner of the arcane arts.
Interesting. Okay.
Armament, are you sticking around out here on the boardwalk, or have you gone through to Top Care?
If it seems like all these people, if there are any civilians to tend to, I would stick around. But if not,
Okay, cool. Yeah, you could just why don't you just make a perception check?
That's what I can do. That was a natural 1, so a 13.
You go around and help people. There are some injuries, but by this point, like, the place is swarming with with ambulances and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, then I'll go back.
Okay, cool. Then you'll kind of go back and deal with the person who you guys got. Interesting. Shinobi Red will kind of like step up and be like, Findon, you need to return to the tower immediately. And she seems to be speaking in a more forceful way than she had been earlier. Findon, through a portal now. You don't see her face, it's all visored, but you hear her voice. And she doesn't sound weird the way she has recently.
I will as I walk away, I'll just look at Lumen and say, you should make sure you don't lose that.
Understood.
I'll go through a portal back into Topflight.
Shinobi Red is looking around. There's a news helicopter up there. And body language of a robot that a person's currently operating is hard to read, but even that circumstance is nervous. There's a kismet going on today. I think we're going to end today's episode with you guys kind of going back through.
No, but we're gonna end it with today.
Yes, but that's what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
Kismet. my friend. Sometimes things tie together so well. We're ending. So, Pierce, I don't know if you heard this, but you probably did not. We had a prologue. We had people in chat who were going to make a vote on it to do it. But one of the things I was like, I wouldn't want Pierce to miss this. So the options were, and basically one of them we would do as a prologue, the other we do as an epilogue. The options were a cough drop factory in Switzerland, or a smoky back room in Alpha City. The smoky back room in Alpha City was chosen. So we cut.
Wait,
there.
what would you choose though?
I would have probably chosen Ricola.
The person who voted on your behalf in chat chose that, and it lost. So
Excellent.
Nothing goes. So we cut to a thing. There's a TV playing footage showing Findon on grainy imagery punching a person. There's a headline of like Topflight out of control ? There's a couple of kind of like 2-bit hoods kind of cleaning glasses. It appears this is like the back room, and there's like a curtain open. There's like a nice bar outside. And they're like, Findon? What kind of superhero name is Findon? They're like, I don't know, seems kind of weird. Yeah, whatever. They're sort of doing that. Another individual sort of steps up behind them, though. This man is large, and he's wearing like a kind of brown suit. The angles that we see of him are not explicit, but he doesn't appear to be entirely human. And he basically says, it's a term that means strong in a very old language. How's business looking tonight, boys? Takes a couple steps. They kind of look up. Don't worry about it, Mr. G. Everything's hunky-dory. Did you see I saw something on our ordering list there, Damari. Oh yeah, no, that was a mistake. We didn't actually order it. It was on the list. We caught it in time. We promise. We didn't order meat. There's no meat. It's just beer and wine. Just liquor. No meat. We promise. He's like, hey, buddy. He kind of puts a couple hands on the guy's shoulders. It's okay. I understand. I'm not mad. I just have one rule. What's my one rule? No meat. No meat. That's right. I don't like meat halls, do I? Yeah, whatever you want, boss, it's fine. No, it's fine. You're not gonna crush my head or anything, are you? No. I'm in the mood for something else today. And he kind of twists his ring ever so slightly. And the men don't even see the tiny little metal prick go into the guy's neck. But suddenly he begins choking as his veins are just filling up with this black kind of venom as he's falls over. The other one kind of looks up and goes, yeah, he's the one who ordered meat. I didn't, of course. He's like, I know, buddy. Just sometimes you're actually in the mood for an old friend, you know. So, he kind of watches the TV for a while. I think we're about to have a fun afternoon. Afternoon, boss? Never mind. You'll see. Mr. G goes back to some office in the smoky back room. That's what it was. That was the plan to show, but boy, did it mean more today. Oh boy.
God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna end today's session there. How are you feeling, Pierce? I feel bad because you clearly you might not have done what you did had you thought you'd already seen him get hit or whatever.
No, I still would have done that. I thought he could take more than a hit like that, but
well, that's
the
problem with being Wonder Woman strong. Is if you don't pull a punch on a normal person, you split them.
But that guy was an incredible threat to me.
He was an incredible
Right.
threat to you. That's true. Well, he is currently being operated on in top care.
How long was the helicopter there? The news one.
Apparently, it was there long enough to catch something
enough,
at the
yeah.
end.
I'm sure it will be totally out of context. It's fine.
Well, the problem for you is even in context. Topflight does not. I mean, you have broader liability. Like your best bet will try to say that he's an agent of Temple or whatever, just to be like it's all connected. Yeah, exactly. So, well, that was great, guys. Fun times. Way to fight a giant dragon. That was basically a kind of like a mashup I did of that dragon from the Candlekeep Mysteries. That's the undead dragon from there. I didn't use nearly all of its tricks, but I used a few of them. The idea of a dragon who can legendary action teleport places is wonderful, though. I gotta say that. That's what a cool dragon.
That's very cool.
So great, everybody. That was something. And Mr. G is in town, apparently. Doesn't like mead. He doesn't really like singing and music either. They keep him awake at night. That's
What
kind
about
of
the telling of long sagas?
Well, if they're quiet, it's fine. He specifically doesn't like when mead halls are loud and keep him up at night. That's
like
literally
revelry.
why he
Yeah.
attacks. He's like, I couldn't sleep, so I came in and I killed some motherfuckers. Then this Beowulf guy came and killed me, and then his mom's like, how dare you kill my son? He was just trying to sleep. Ooh.
The nerve.
Anyway, guys, great game. Excellent work tonight. Fun stuff. You learned valuable information. We got some context on Baron Darkness that made his death not at all tragic. Oh, also, Pierce, I guess I should mention, there simply by speaking of it, there's a multiversal reality in which Baron Darkness was never made the Baron, and he was a theatrical lighting designer.
That still makes sense, though.
And that's what we want to, KJ, did you suggest it was the lake house? Was that your idea? Yeah.
It feels yes, because now that he's dead and I'm learning
I
more
think
about
that's the
him.
thing I heard right before I got in, that you were saying debating this in grip, which I think actually makes a lot of sense, because the whole idea is
I
that
changed it to
the
Gaffer, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, actually. I mean, if you're making him the opposite of what he was, but the rule is always electrics provide light, grips take it away.
Right. So that's why I said he was the Gaffer instead.
Yeah.
But then we decided theatrical lighting designer is just the better phrase. So he works on Broadway. So yeah. Well, guys, interesting session.
I loved it.
Everyone's good. The moral of
I
the
gotta
story
see
is whenever we
Indon uncomfortable. I gotta see Lumen uncomfortable.
you got to see
Great.
yourself hovering below a dragon and
I gotta do
muscling
some,
up a thing.
anime shenanigans.
Got anime shenanigans. I got to be a dick and keep the dragon alive a couple times. It was a pleasant day.
Good
was
times all
guaranteed for
around. Yeah.
Cool. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Check us out on Friday for some equally lighthearted fare in the form of Blood from a Stone.
I mean, apparently was he lighthearted last week?
I mean, yeah, it was very lighthearted, orgies and everything. So we will see you next time, and for now, have a top night. Ooh, catchphrase. Bye bye.